My name is Kunayut. I'm the head of business development strategy for Central Patana. My role that during the project was looking after pretty much the concept of the commercial side of the project, along with working together with the Dusit group as well.
Yep. Hi, I'm Rdech Toณวณ I am the Vice President of Development for Dusit International. So actually, I was quite involved, with this project from the beginning. But then obviously my role in the latter stage was to very much support the team because we had, some of the best teams working for us from all over the world together with our in-house team as well. This location has very much been also associated, with our brand because this is the original, the first ever Dusit Thani hotel. When our founder, found her first flagship, it had to be in this place. Luckily, we were able to extend, in terms of the lease here. So we wanted to do something that is obviously, the old hotel was very iconic, but we wanted to do something that can have a bigger impact, not only for us as a company, but also to the wider community and also to Bangkok. As we have seen, Bangkok has now become one of the global hub for both international, inbound, travelers, but also as a city, as a metropolis in itself. So we thought that we wanted to do a development can really grow together as Bangkok enter into that global destination. So that's why that was really at the beginning why we thought that we wanted to redevelop this land, put more components than just one hotel. The conversation in which we had in the beginning was let's just bring the best of our worlds together. However, we felt that we could also bring in the hospitality aspect into that real estate component, in which has proven to be very successful, and that's what people are looking for. And obviously, with CPN as a company for 76 years, we have very much been involved in hospitality, and even when it's come to the branded residence as well, we felt that we could also bring in the hospitality aspect into that real estate component, in which has proven to be very successful, and that's what people are looking for. And obviously, with CPN for CPN to come in with the best of that world as well.
As Chan mentioned, it's a collaboration of people, like-minded mentality in terms of how we want the project to turn out. And as you said, the Dusit first Thai 5-star hospitality company, and it's almost 80 years now. And so I think we are looking at partners who want to collaborate and build something for Bangkok to last another 60, 70, 80 years. So we both have a long-term vision to kind of, as you said, improve this area and also showcase Bangkok to the world of what it can be in terms of mixed-use project.
Really right in the heart of the commercial district, but it's also halfway between all the commercial, the CBD, but also towards the old town, the cultural aspect. So there's a lot for us to consider, of course. And what is really important is that we are right opposite the park, the Lumpini Park, which is very much a focal point of the livelihood of us as Bangkokian. And this is why we came up with this phrase here for Bangkok, because for us it's not only just said about what the development represent, but it's also in terms of the cultural aspect in how we go on and do things, how we design things, and all of these things is very important for us. So here for Bangkok is something that we wanted to always be, that spiritual mantra to really carry out a lot of the things that, initiatives that we wanted to do going forward. How we want the development to lend itself out to the city, connected to some of the major, mass transit system. How we wanted to create the roof park, and made it open to public, so it's become an extension of the Lumpini Park. So all of these kind of elements that we thought about, is really for that connectivity and for the people.
I think here for Bangkok, it's the, I guess, a vision or the tagline that we came up with, and the beauty of it is that because it's multi-layered, right? So at the highest level that we were saying, it's something for Bangkok to be proud of, right? We want a project that can only be in Bangkok. So you look at it and everybody around the world knows, okay, this is the project in Bangkok. As Kun Cham's mentioned, that at the deep down in the layers, it also means like here for Bangkok, as in we're here for the people of Bangkok and we're here for the area. So we want it to feel integrated to the part of the city. This area, Silom, kind of Silom, Sathorn, Radamri, it's so when we come in, we want to think about, okay, how do we serve this area and get these people here? So when we connect to the public transport or we connect to the park, as you said, it feels like it's integrated to the fabric of the city already.
I mean, we did a lot of research. It's not just, oh yeah, we wanted the best of this, the best of that. Of course, we do want that as well, but there's so many of the best that are out there. But we wanted somebody that also has the same alignment and vision with us as well. We recognize, how OMA, they're always very, very, yes, they do have their own style, but they always have this like incredible considerations, for the fabric of the city and of the environment. And this is one of the reasons why I believe that we wanted to work further with them on this, and that's exactly what we did. Yeah.
As I said, it's with the project of this scale, it's very complicated with all 4 users and also the surrounding areas. So it's going to be a challenge, and as we said, we went through many kind of iteration, many challenges, many ideas to get to where we are now. And I think it requires thought from both sides. So from the developer side, where we have to communicate what we want and then go through the ideas in our head as well. And it's up to the designer also to take those ideas and try to integrate it. And it's an iterative process. But also, the architect team, the collaboration between OMA and A49 together, it's a good balance because, A49 are the best, top architect firm in Thailand. And so they know the Thai market very well. And so they're able to work together to come up with a scheme that I think works for all the users.
And not only is it in terms of the the master planning or the architectural work, but even in terms of like the interior as well. Another thing that we love working with OMA and A49 is that when we're talking about the sensibility, in design, it's not about just the environments and integration, but it's also designing things with a lot of considerations from the functionalities and how things work. So it's not just about designing from outside in, but also inside out at the same time. And this is why for us we also went ahead and did a huge exercise in terms of the interior design selection, because we also want to have that same alignment that both the architectural team as well as the interior design team can work and in a very synchronized and integrated way. And this is one of the reasons why I believe that we wanted to work further with them on this, and that's exactly what we did. Yeah. For us, in terms of the hotel side, we've been working very, very closely with Andre Fu from Hong Kong. They spent, a few months just going around taking photographs of, old buildings, temples, colonial houses, government buildings, and literally looking at some of the design elements, some of the motifs, and see how we can really much incorporate that, into the design of the hotel. And that's basically the work that, you have seen now, how it still has this distinctive Dusit Thani and then the Thai touches, but done in a way that, it will basically last and carry itself forward into the future for many generations to come. So we want, for us in terms of designing a hotel, you always want to have a hotel with a sense of a place, a sense of belonging. The location is obviously one thing, the service and how we basically execute, the delivery service is also one thing. But another thing is that, we need to design a hotel that is very much product driven. And that has always been the mantra of Dusit.
When you have something as unique in terms of design or thoughtfulness as the existing, the old Dusit Thani. I think you, as a project, if you want to create a project with a soul, then you need to keep those things. You need to try and integrate those things into different parts of the design. Because of course the hotel will be, have that feeling at most like the original Dusit Thani, but then as a whole project, you can look at these elements and kind of choose how modern you want to make it. So if you look at the facade of the retail or the office and even the residences, there is a continuation of the Dusit Thani heritage design, and we integrate all of these things into the interior as well of the retail. So it just shows that I think you can integrate heritage into a modern design, and I think that's the kind of a key selling point, I think, of. So we use a mix of international and Thai designers as well. So we have Lighthouse from Hong Kong that we've used in a few of our projects already, and they are very good with retail and understand the scale of the project. But at the same time, we also want to showcase a lot of the Thai designers that we work with, Panorama and Be Gray, where they might understand some of the nuances of the Thainess of design more. So let's say for food areas, for example, or downstairs in the food market areas, we try to use more the Thai designers. And then, obviously the areas that we want to feel more kind of global or international, then Lighthouse is involved in that.
The park is 11, plus 1,000 square meters of public park that we wanted to put there, because at the beginning we had a choice, right, of like, do we do like more kind of retail, because we just feel that in the concrete jungle that is Bangkok, we feel that people need more park, and obviously by having this component, it's not only just benefit the hotel guests, but also it benefits the office people that work here, it offers the people that also live here at the residential, and the people who also visit here, at the retail. So it's that one component that really ties, all different elements together.
Obviously, as you said, because of the location, I mean, Lumpini Park is massive already, but we feel because of this location, and we are literally parkside, it feels like it's important that we extend what we can or give back, as you said, to the people around here. So that's why it comes back to the point that we said we want to feel integrated to the city. And of course, big credit goes to the landscape designer, landscape collaboration for being able to capture that essence, that what we wanted to do, and then to execute and make it happen. It's pretty big, as you say, it's 11,000 square meters. There's nothing like it, I think, in Thailand before, maybe even sometimes at the global scale. So, but it goes to show that we have very talented local designers who can execute world-class projects if given the opportunity. You execute and you construct, but you still don't know really 100% how people are going to feel about it, how people are going to use the space until it opened. The hotel opened first. That really sets the tone for the rest of the project to come, of how how well it was executed, the quality, the design, and then it leads on to other stuff. And then when the retail opens, the office opened, and together with the park and everything, that's when the project became like more complete. When you see people coming to use the spaces that you thought about, that's when you feel like you're proud that you're involved as part of the project. So I think that's when you feel proud is when you see the users actually being happy with what we created.
No, it's good. Definitely, is a good validation, right? That all those years of planning. There's obviously a lot of highs, a lot of lows at the same time. Is what like 6-7 years of labor of love, but it's good. It's good that we have seen, like people from all different walks of life. Whether the local people, whether they're tourists, and also multi-generation as well, that we've seen, and this is something that for me that it's always been in our mind, right? We don't want to create something that is just for, one type of, of the market or just one kind of like, type of stakeholders. For us, we want it to be open for all, and so that's why, we've been very, very blessed and lucky, to have seen it, and being received in such a way from, different from all walks of life, whether it's family, whether it's, tourists, whether backpackers, whether it's the hotel guests and, like the office workers. So, I think, once we've seen that, it's a good validation that finally we have created something that fits just right for all. Yeah.